Boom. All right, guys, got it going. So we're going to be going through the PowerPoint I got for you, but I'm just going to kind of jump all around in there. Anyways, so welcome to the call. Sorry for the mix up if you went to the other line, but here we go. So I was kind of thinking was going to start off with a good reading this morning about taking the high road, right? So the high road truly is the path less traveled. I say that because taking the high road requires thinking and acting in the ways that are not natural or common. However, those who practice the high road principle become instruments of grace to others and recipients of grace. People who embrace the high road make excellence their goal. That's something that can be accomplished if we care more than others think is wise, risk more than others think is safe, dream more than others think is practical, expect more than others think is possible, and work more than others think is necessary. Choose to take the high road today, regardless of what others may do or say or think about you. It was a good read. And by the way, I didn't have to go looking for that reading. It's today's reading in John Maxwell's Daily Reader. So I read it every day. And I was like, all right, that's the reading for today. So guys, I want to start off with some good stuff. And I'm just putting some things up as an example. And I'd love to hear how your month is going. You know, tell us, hey, I got a listing. Hey, I got a buyer, new contract, wins for the month, personal wins. Come on, we have quite a bit of people on the call. Please share your wins for the month. Did you get a listing? Did you get a buyer? Did you get a new agent that joined with you? Let's go through. Come on, let's share.
Grateful for my Sphere and database. Phones this morning and 30 minutes in, another referral. Just, you know what I mean? Grateful for my rock stars. We're doing some Halloween pop buys for about 30 of our top clients here locally. I think the total spend was somewhere around 320, 330. And we're just doing like a cauldron with some Halloween stuff inside it. And then we're doing pop buys. So grateful for Sphere database and just making the contacts. I'll be quick, Tom. I mean, and I was just in conversation, right? I hadn't spoke to the lady in maybe 3 or 4 months. How's family? And I didn't ask for the business, and shame on me because I should have. But out of the blue, oh, there's this lady I work with and she wants to buy a house. Let me give you her number. So, you know what I mean? Just so grateful. Past clients and sphere of influence.
Thanks for sharing, Steve. And you're out there lead generating and doing it, and you have a highly successful business, correct?
That's it, buddy. Block your time. Guard your time. People are going to try to pull you off track. Don't let them do it. Guard your time and make your calls.
Leading by example. Fantastic. Anyone else?
I'm gonna brag on Jeff again.
Do it.
3 recruits this week.
What is Jeff doing? Jeff, can you do an agent attracting
alone? Yes. Congratulations, Jeff. And what a way to make an impact in others by having them join the company and be surrounded around like-minded people that can push them forward.
True.
100%. Anyone else want to share or brag on someone else?
I want to share.
Oh, go ahead, Steph.
Real quick, I just want to share. I had a closing today on a new construction from June that finally closed today, and then also land listings. And so I'm really excited about this opportunity with land because I have one under contract, and then I was able to get the other side of the block not under contract, but the listings. So excited about that.
That's fantastic. Nice.
Awesome.
I'll go, Tom. Can I go again? Go it again, but it's not me this time. So I'm excited about a couple of people within our little group that I don't know that I think are starting to take a step up, you know, and realizing that they've paid their dues, they're more than capable, and I think that in the foreseeable future, just stepping into more of a leadership role. So I won't mention names, but there's a couple people in particular.
Well, you're speaking on behalf of yourself as well.
Well, thank you, sir. But yes, there are a couple people within our group that I am excited and I'm excited for. So
Fantastic. Well, I got some great news I want to share. My granddaughter said pops the other day, and you know what? I tried to get her to say that before mama and dada and everything else, but she did say it before Mimi, the word Mimi, which is for my wife. So I definitely have I'm like, I don't rub it in daily, I rub it in often, every day. No. So I'm really that was a huge win to go up and spend time with my son and daughter-in-law and my granddaughter. Unfortunately, my wife got sick and couldn't come, and she begged me to leave and go without her so she could rest. So
hey, congratulations, Pops. I'm happy for you. Thank you.
all right. So let's go ahead and move on. Anybody else have any think last minute they want to share some good stuff, new good things going on? Anything? Ready? We're going to jump. All right. Here we go. This is how we win in the next 2 months. Guys, we have 2 months left in the month. I mean, in this 2023, 2 months. This is the time where agents stop working. I would say more than 50% of the realtors in the industry stop working the beginning of November. They plan their vacations, they prepare for Thanksgiving, they're decorating, they're blah, 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 and they're blah, blah, blahing, and they're not focused on their business. No matter how busy the years have been in the past 2 years, if you look at the trends of the market, it has always gone down in November, December, and started to pick up near the end of January. Why is that? Here's why. Because agents start to go into a comfort level of going, they give up on the year and they just plan all their holidays and everything else out. Well, how do you win the next 2 months? Well, if someone calls you, call them back. Steve, thank you for these topics because I stole them from you. And when you were doing these, I'm like, holy cow, so he didn't use them in his team meeting, so I'm going to use them in mine. If someone calls you, call them back. We're having a big issue with communication and relationship in our industry right now. And that's hurting our agents. So how do you win? Call them back. If someone texts you and emails you, write them back. Communication, effective communication in our business should be very quickly because we have the resources. We have the phone sitting right beside us that dings for an email, that dings for a text. We must be prospecting based and marketing enhanced. And people will ask me all the time, well, what does that mean? Here's what it means. It means you have to lead by example like Steve Pugh, knocking on doors, doing pop buys, calling your database, calling your sphere of influence. Does it sound very redundant, guys? Extremely redundant. We talk about it very often. We talk about it almost every single call. Lead generation is and prospecting is the #1 source of your business opportunity to build your pipeline, build your future wealth, build your income, right? So being prospect based and marketing enhanced is key. You can't be marketing enhanced before prospecting based because it's just going to cost you too much money. So imagine prospecting, fill in the database, fill in the pipeline, and marketing to those individuals. That's how you're going to win the next 2 months. And here's one that has been taken and stripped out of this industry is building a meaningful relationship. So if you were on my call yesterday, you know that we talked about building the relationship stronger. And most agents, they say how much they care about their customer and client. I'm going to do everything I can to take care of them. And as soon as they close, they forget who they are. So I don't understand. It doesn't sound like a relationship to me. It sounds like you're using them to get paid. You're securing your income. And then after you get that check, you totally ghost them 100% of the time. And I'm just as guilty as anybody else. So build meaningful relationships. Are you having raving fans in your database? Are you having raving fans that are going to send you referrals? Are you having raving fans with other agents in other areas to help you build your referral base? So winning in the next 2 months is very simplified here. Master your scripts and dialogue to increase conversion. Steve, do you do a call Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every morning?
I do Monday, Thursday, Friday.
Monday, Thursday, Friday. And what is that? What do you do on that?
Script and role play, 8:30 to 9.
And why do you need the script and role play, Steve, if you've been doing this 27 years?
Because it's just important, it's an integral part of the business. I mean, it's just to internalize and stay on your toes,
Yeah. And if somebody wants to get into the script and role play with you on that, how do they do that?
zoomwithstevep.com. I mean, send me $1,000, I'll let you in. No, zoomwithstevep.com. I'll put the link in the chat.
And the $1,000 check. All right.
I'll be there, and I'm not difficult to get along with. If anything, I'll call you up, not call you out. Because if I can do it, anybody can. You just got to do it. That's it.
Well, mastering your script and the dialogue to increase conversion. And by the way, if you want to be paid like a celebrity and an athlete, you got to do the work like a celebrity and an athlete. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the conditioning. And by the way, these actors and actresses that make millions and millions of dollars, they have all scripts. They get a script for every movie. And when they're in the movie, you think they're the real person playing the real part because they mastered that script, and they mastered it for that $10-15 million payday. So they were paid to master the script, and you'll get paid like a celebrity or an athlete if you do the work. That's it. So there's your there's 5 things to help you win in the next 2 months. Someone calls you, call them back. Someone texts you and emails you, write them back. Very simple process. Prospecting based and marketing enhanced. This is where it gets a little bit more resistant, but you got to do it. Prospecting to whatever you're doing, whether it's for sale by owners, expireds, not door knocking, doing pop-bys, whatever it is, open houses, building meaningful relationships and mastering the dialogue and the scripts. And here's the other thing. Steve has already opened it up with the link there. He's got people coming into that Zoom, and I called him once. He goes, Tom, I'm lead generating and I'm scripting role playing. I'm like, darn, hang up on me. Don't answer the call next time. So he takes it very serious. So there you go. How you are going to win in the next 2 months. Okay. Ask yourself these 4 questions. So what is the one thing by doing it would make everything else easier or unnecessary? That's from the book, The One Thing. What's the one thing that you can do in the next 2 months that by doing it well would make everything else easy? And think about that for a second, because here's the thing. What's the one thing that you know that if you did would help give you the results, but you choose not to do it because you let other things get in the way of it? We know what it is. But what is it to you? What is my biggest opportunity right now? What is your biggest opportunity right now? Where do I have momentum right now? I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of agents that I talk to on a regular basis, daily, that they don't have much momentum right now. They're scared. They don't know what to do. And when they do, they're not taking action, which is creating more problems for them. So where do you actually have momentum right now? And thrive off of that. And what's your biggest challenge? What is the biggest challenge that you're dealing with right now that's preventing you from becoming the best version of yourself? That's a question. Anybody want to answer? What is your biggest challenge right now? Anybody want to share that if you can just overcome that challenge, it's going to make your life so much easier?
Mine's lack of focus.
Focus.
Yeah, I think
Mine is my inner ego getting in the way, telling me that I don't need to do the basics.
Rich, you know, and Dave, those are very vulnerable statements because we're all feeling the same way. You know, we all feel the same way. Our egos do get in the way. Our egos stop us from our biggest opportunities. You know, anyone else?
Just feeling defeated some days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your biggest opportunity right now? Anybody have, what's your biggest opportunity right now?
I think just as a group, our biggest opportunity is going to be the weaker agents not being able to survive in this market. And then we get to take advantage of their business.
Yeah. You know, there's two ways to look at that, right, Dave? Number one, hey, are you struggling and what can I do to help you persevere through it? Or number two, hey, we got a great referral program and I'd love to pay you a referral on your database that I'm going to download to my system. That's a great opportunity, right? You know, opportunity of bringing them in to get, you know, direction from a Dave, or bringing them into the referral company and having them allow you to have the database to pay referrals, right? Lizette.
I think that we have an opportunity all around us, even from the moment we wake up with everybody we encounter. We're just so focused on the end result instead of, you know, I don't know, explain it. It's just we have an opportunity ever, but we miss it because we're just trying to focus on what we don't have, or that I need this or I need that. You know what I mean? So I think that is also, I think about that, and I think it's an opportunity that I personally feel like I've missed too in some way. But I see it now, is what I mean.
Correct. All right, so now I'm having some challenges with my computer here on where I'm going with everything. All right, so let me get that back up, guys. Sorry about that. Steps to the questions, right? We went through the questions that we want to ask. What's the one thing by doing it would make everything else easier? Okay, so let me go to this out. I'm going back to my system here, guys. There we go. All right. Steps to winning. Raise your ambitions. Raise your ambitions. Right? Find something to fight for. What is your meaningful purpose? What is your meaningful purpose? People talk about what your why is, but think about what your meaningful purpose is for the next 2 months in the first quarter. What do you want to fight for? What's that meaningful purpose? What's the outcome if you do the activities that you need to do, that you know that you need to do, that you're not doing? Find something to fight for. You know, when something comes along and you have to get it done, you rush to get it done and you do it half-butt. But what is the one thing that you could do so well by starting now, where you don't have to wait till last minute and be a procrastinator to give you the better results? Honor the struggle. Show up with the right attitude. First of all, we got to be showing up in ourselves to the more we better ourselves to reach our full potential, the better our attitude will be. See, we want to put blame on everyone else we're not growing. We're not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm going to find a different company to go with. You're a poor leader. I'm not doing this. You don't give me enough leads. Well, you know what? What's this thing of self-entitlement versus doing this struggle? It's the sales process. Do the work and the results come. Work works, right? I hear that a lot right now. The problem is people don't want to do the work. They don't want the struggle. It's been a long day. I don't want to go to the gym. Well, you know what? What happens if I don't go? The next day I won't go, and the next day I won't go, and before you know it, the results are this. Well, if I don't want to lead generate today, and then tomorrow comes, I don't lead generate then, what happens in 3 months from now? You don't lead generate at all, and you don't have any business. So then you look at another company that's going to give you a paycheck to bind you for 3 to 5 years under their umbrella. So now you're stuck because you think that's a result to get out. And reality starts kicking in, and you go, it's me. I need to do the things I need to do to become the person I want to become. And if you want to be a leader and a business owner, you have to take action. You got to get through the struggle. You got to honor that struggle. Nothing is going to be thrown in the lap. Nothing. Jump all in and be committed. You know, a lot of people are interested in their goals, but they're not committed to their goals. A lot of people are interested in their goals, but they have no standards. What's your core values? What's your standards? What's your commitment? You know, so many people say, well, my teammates don't want to come to the meetings. Well, guess what? Let them deselect themselves out and go find new people. Right? Well, you know, I'm all in, but I'm not committed to making phone calls. I'm all in, but I don't want to do that. I'm all in, but you got to give me leads. No, be committed to the process and the results will come through. Where to find this recording? This recording is in Workplace, in the community in Workplace. You're going to see the slides. You got the recording. And here's the thing. We want everyone to join that page in Workplace, the community. There's a lot of things being posted in there. This recording is in there. You're going to have all the notes in there. Whoever's the presenter can put the PowerPoint in there, all the material. So kind of draw yourself to the Workplace and then go to the community in Workplace. Someone said to me, I'm going to miss Thursday's call. I'm going to have to cancel all my appointments. I said, here's the thing, prioritize what's important to you. If you go on your appointments, you can still listen to the recording. Oh my gosh, where is it at? Workplace. What's Workplace? I'm like, holy cow, you've been here, what, 2.5 years? You don't even know what Workplace is. Shame on me. Shame on me. So guys, Workplace, utilize it. This is where the recording will be. Okay. Steve, you know where the community is in Workplace?
I do now, sir, yes.
Just teasing.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. So upcoming training and events. This Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm doing business planning workshop. And that's the link. The one that some of you went to before this link. Invite anybody you want. It's virtual, so it doesn't matter what state you're in. And it's this Friday, 9 a.m. Business planning workshop, all the material will be in there as well. EXP regional rallies are in November in different states. Just check with your state and find out where they are. And again, these calls are recorded. So if it is on a Thursday, you can go back and listen to the recording. Find those rallies, attend them. You're going to meet people. You're going to get great value out of it. I'm not saying they're all on Thursdays. What I am saying is they might be different days, but if it does fall on a Thursday, you can listen to the recording. Look for your state emails on trainings in the world. There's so many different trainings going on in the world that your state broker is sending emails out every Friday or so. with everything in there. And by the way, I do have some additional notes that I want to talk about from last week's call on the lawsuit that's going on. And I listened to Steve Murray this morning for 45 minutes. And I'll get to that in a moment. All right, look for the emails in the world. This Thursday, Team Herd is going to be on our Black Belt Mastermind at 1 p.m. The community.live. Now, Rodney's going to be our speaker, and Amanda is a coach with Bill Pipes and their husband and wife team from Indiana. They moved to Lakewood Ranch. They know a few EXP agents now, and they knew nobody there. They're starting a business, a real estate business there, and their goal is to earn $1 million in GCI in 12 months. And right now, I spoke to Rodney yesterday. He said, Tom, looks like we're on track. I said, what are you doing? He goes, I'm doing what other agents in the area don't want to do. I'll share it on Thursday. So you don't want to miss that. Get your possible recruits, anybody that on this call. It's all about business. It's not about EXP, and they're going to get some awesome value out of it. Every Tuesday and Thursdays at the sales rally and the Black Belt Mastermind, thecommunity.live. Did I miss any trainings that are possibly coming up here soon that anybody wants to add in on?
No, I just dropped something in the chat though. So the rally, I'm excited for that. The last one was good. But it's on the 13th, November 13th, same church that it was at least locally here in Orlando. It's up in Apopka.
Yeah,
And it was a good time.
yeah. There's one in Miami. I don't know what the other states have, what their times are. I think Dave and Rich sent me a message, something about the one for Ohio's in, is it in Michigan?
Cincinnati is one of them, and then Rich said there's one in Detroit as well.
Yeah, okay. So whatever state you're in, go to your in workplace and go to your state page, and it'll tell you exactly where the rallies are. The rallies are all your icon speakers and your influencers and your leadership. And it's a great opportunity to meet some awesome people that are within the company. So, all right, how to win the rest of 2023. Now, I hope I don't mess this up because I really want you guys to see this, and then we're going to go into Q&A. But it's a really short video, and I hope I don't lose you on this. But I'm just gonna click it, and tell me if it goes to it. Did it go to it? You know, I'm gonna have to stop share again, and go to that particular page. Here we go.
Almost, we have to concede.
Can you hear it?
Dealing with
Yes.
Greatness is a decision. Failure is a decision. Winning, losing, mediocrity, these are decisions that we make. None of them can exist in your life without a green light given by you. They require your approval. Now, this isn't to say outside circumstances don't play a part, right? Of course they do. But they're merely pieces. It's up to you to look at what's in front of you, the good and the bad, and put it all together to tell the story that you want to tell. See, failure is a decision because it's a stopping point. Failure doesn't mean that you stumbled or made a mistake or had to pick your pride up off the floor. No, failure means that you stopped. You decided that for one reason or another, moving forward simply isn't worth it. That the tough moments outweigh the great ones, and so you decided to settle. But the reality is everyone deals with hardship. The differentiator is that some people decide to let it consume them and keep them down, while others decide that the unfortunate events will be nothing more than speed bumps on their way to greatness. It doesn't matter what stands before them because they've already chosen excellence. They've chosen to take the negative and turn it into the necessary ingredients to move forward. then that's one of the greatest decisions that one can make, simply to move on, to find a way. Because if you're willing to persist, there will be no end. Only new opportunities.
So I thought that was real important to share with you guys today on deciding to win. Closing, everyone, please, at the end of this, I would love for you to just post on your personal page or in the mastermind, your ahas and what you learned from today. And I'm gonna open it all up now. And I'm gonna stop sharing my screen here. And this is open to you guys. This is your meeting, your time. What are your ahas? What did you get out of it? What did you like? What do you wish we could do better on? What is it? Other than the link today, I'm a salesperson that doesn't pay attention to details. And I also would have went to the other link as well. So I apologize if I did not get that message out to everyone in a timely manner where it was right in front of them. So anyone?
I think relationships. More so, I mean, obviously I'm a high D. So it's something that I've struggled with, right? Because I don't have time for fluff. But I think with everything that's going on in the world and everything that we're dealing with in this industry, I think just establishing and taking time, like Lizette said, I'm so guilty of that. Just not, worried about what's the outcome for me for today and what am I going to do today, rather than taking that step back and, you know what I mean? And taking a moment for people. I just want to get right to the point and get it done and dusted and move on. So I think that with everything going on, I think we just concentrating on relationships and taking time to really listen, right? And really pay attention to what people are saying and what they're going through. And I am so guilty of not doing that. So
Relationship. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. We pull that right from the business. And now more than ever, we're going to have no other choice than to continue to build that relationship in order to get to a closing table. Steve Murray said on this interview that what this lawsuit is going to really do is bring out the professionalism of the buyer's agents with the buyers to do a buyer's broker's agreement. They're going to have to deliver more value, and they're going to also have to know the market. And those are the key items that are going to have to be very transparent on. The whole thing with realtor saying to a buyer, I'll represent you for free, is complete bogus crap, because no, you don't represent anyone for free, or you wouldn't be doing it. You're being compensated. So DJ.
I just wanted to say that this morning I got off the phone with Annabelle Cerrici, one of our brokers, and she's going to be at our meeting next week, our Tuesday sales rally next week. And she's going to talk about what kind of verbiage you can use to get your buyers to relax and sign the paperwork. She did a whole workshop, a 2.5-hour workshop on the buyer broker issue that it is now, and last week, I think. And she had over 200 agents on there. If you were on there, congratulations. If you weren't, show up and see what she has to say. And plus, I have a international finance guy coming in to talk about what the feds are going to do on Halloween, or what the potential is that they're going to do, and what you can say as an agent, so that you don't step on anybody's toes and you don't go over the line, but you sound like you know what's going on. So just want to tell you what's going on next week for our meeting.
yeah, that's huge. Dave, I know you're going, but yeah, so 10 a.m. that's on Tuesday's meeting, DJ?
Yep.
Thanks for making that happen. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think, Tom, when you said raving fans, reminded me obviously of the book Raving Fans, and my team read that as one of our book club books a couple years back, and it really puts in perspective the level of service that you can give to your clients, and you probably are not, because obviously the book is extreme examples. If anybody had a chance to read that, see if you can apply that to your business, I think it'd be huge.
Yeah, because it all talks about communication, right? How you communicate, and Raving Fans is, people say they have raving fans, but do they really have raving fans? I don't know. Another great book that is something I talk about often is Who Moved My Cheese? I don't even know how old that book is. I think it was Ken Blanchard that wrote it. It was probably written in the late 70s, early 80s, I think. So all talking about change, right? We got to pivot. Awesome. Anyone else? Any ahas? What, anything that you took from today's call that resonated to share? Look at Jeff. Look at that kitten.
So Tom, something I wanted to say is we're going to be doing, and I don't know if anybody wants to piggyback off this, but we're going to be doing what's called blessing baskets. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that. So in time for Thanksgiving, we're going to be partnering with maybe some local businesses. We're going to make mention of it, obviously, in church on Sunday, and it's for people that are less fortunate, just coming together as a community and having a drop-off where you just a laundry basket with $20, $25 worth of items in that make a full Thanksgiving meal. So it's something, I didn't come up with it. I'm piggybacking off somebody else that's doing it at a high level, but I think it's a way to give back and then a way to establish new relationships with businesses in your local community, or, so I have a whole system around it. If anybody is interested in that, it's not too late and you can do it. Even if you come up with 10 of them before Thanksgiving, or 15 or 20, it's still going to make an impact. So they're called blessing baskets. And I just think that it's a way to give back to the community and provide value. And that's kind of what we want to do, right? As real estate professionals in our local community. So if anybody wants to get the system on that, I can shoot it over to you. All right.
There's there's another one called Basket Brigade. And a lot of the local grocery stores, what they'll do is
Done that one.
Yeah, a lot of
I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, a lot of grocery stores will prepare the whole dinner for the family through the donations. Awesome. All right. Anyone else? Your time. 10 more minutes and we're out. Any ahas from last week's call with Bill Pipes that you want to share that you took action on that's been helpful for you?
Bill the man. It's the narrative, right? It's that we don't get caught up in all this crap. And it's not influencing our conversations that we're having with our buyers and sellers. Look, some people shouldn't buy, and we should tell them that. But some people, it's always the right time to buy the right real estate, and they should buy. So we need to have the conviction, and like I said before, lead these people to the right conclusion as local economists of choice. So from his call, it was just controlling the narrative, for me at least, and having that conviction. So
fantastic. Lizette?
Me? I always have something to say, I guess, but no, I think it's just like Steve said, taking at least 1 hour a day to call your sphere or past clients, people that know you. I mean, you have to. It's just even getting on the phone. This past week, calling some of my sphere was awkward because I can sense some of the disconnect. So that was an aha for me. Like, man, these people are not as fuzzy and wuzzy as before with me. So, but I need to get back into my superpower is relationships and it's service. So I just want to share that.
That's
no,
awesome.
so that's been showing up too. because I do that prospecting. I do that 2-hour prospecting session from 9 to 11 every day. So she's been there. And it's been good. Yeah, it's been good.
I love it. Yeah, no, I love it. Pumps me up.
Yeah. Apart from that one lady that kept you on the phone for an hour. We were talking about that too. I don't know if we brought that up. Did we bring that up on this call? Is that? I don't want to rehash. No, right? Right? About a
On the
way
last
to,
call,
we did talk about that, didn't we? That's right. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
DJ said to set up the expectation. I just have a quick
That's
call.
right. Got it. Thank you. man.
30 minutes. Yeah.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Anyone else? Come on.
I remember the thing that really struck me, whether you're looking to get listings or contacting your sphere or agent attraction, 2 hours of prospecting time is great, but if you do it for 3 hours, if you can commit to 3 hours of prospecting every single day that you work, that's when you're going to have a breakthrough.
And Julie, you're so right. And a lot of us as former team leaders, and you, including yourself, honestly, I can probably say I was never consistent with a 3-hour lead generation. Would I do 3 hours? Many times, but I never consistently did 3 hours. Had I done that, I'd be in a way different place today. Can I say I've done a consistent 1.5 to 2 hours? Yeah. It gets exhausting, but we got to fight through that. We got to push through.
Well, if you're calling your past clients and sphere like me, like sometimes you need the 3 hours because it sounds like you're cutting them off, especially in the Hispanic culture. Like you got like, there's that thing that you have to listen and they like to joke and all that, you know what I mean? So I really do think that 3 hours should be a must. I mean, for most of us should be 3 hours because it gives us time to also engage.
I agree. Yeah. Once you get those conversations going, for sure. Absolutely. Steve, thanks for your contribution. I know he just jumped off. Any input, coaches? All
Go
right.
sell a house.
Go sell a house. Exactly. And that's the other thing that Steve Murray said today. We're going to see a total decrease in units of 40% by the end of the year from the year prior. So being down 40% that's a big number. How are you maximizing the opportunity is up to you. And he did say it's by becoming more consistent in your relationships and more prospecting based by delivering value. So
Tom, I want to add one other thing that was a big aha. And I think I'm a great student, right? And I participated in both of the Bill Pipe sessions that he did with us, but I went back yesterday and listened again to the second one. And towards the end of the call, he reminded us to look into Housing Wire for information about the market, right? And Keeping Current Matters.
Yep.
And there's another guy I heard from a Tom Ferry podcast. His name is Steve Harney, Harney. He had him at one of his big events. This guy is like a master with numbers, but he's only on Twitter, otherwise known as X now. So now I'm following him too. Let me tell you guys and gals, if you want to really be the go-to agent, if you can really understand the market and the economics around it and be able to convey that in a short and concise manner to your clients, to people in the grocery store line, you are going to be very successful. So go check out Housing Wire, Keeping Current Matters. And there was one other organization he mentioned that started with an A, like Axios or something like that, but I don't remember the name of it. I'd have to look back.
that's exactly what it is. Correct.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, Axios, AXIOS. Right.
Yeah, I did that too with the 3-day challenge. I'm glad you guys shared that challenge. That was truly amazing. And I still have to listen to Nikki Miller. If you guys haven't, I've actually met her at KWKC. That woman is like amazing. But I'm glad you guys share that, because the same what she just said is going back and listening to the recordings so you can perfect your skills, like going back and listening to some, like if you're looking to focus on something, going back, and I think it's key to taking out time to do that.
Correct. Yep. Anybody else last minute? Got anything?
Hey, Tom, thanks for doing this. I appreciate you.
Good to see you again, my friend.
Thanks,
Just,
Tom.
just had one thing to say. I don't know if you who's getting coached by Tom or Debbie or Coach Curtis. I've been getting coached by Coach Curtis for a long time. I just want to send it out to these guys. These three people are the ones that actually keep this EXP thing going. I mean, Steve's there too. He has a team, and don't think that you guys are not appreciated. I just want to let you know. Thank you for doing what you guys are doing for us. Even though I'm not with the EXP, but I appreciate the welcome to still participate with you guys. Thank you so much.
We're glad you're here, and we're happy that you contribute, and you always got good things to say. So
I just wanted to say one thing to the group. I know I follow Todd McCain on his crazy adventures, and good job on doing all those videos, Todd, on Facebook. But here's the thing. I just talked to Coach this week, and one thing that I'm going to implement, I don't know if it's going to work, but I might as well share it with you guys. I got people in my Facebook. I don't have like the crazy number 5,000, because I don't need that number. I only want to keep you if I know you and have a communication. Why just randomly keep you? So with that being said, how do we really utilize that? Because holiday seasons are coming, and so what I'm going to be doing is sending an individual video text to these people in my group on their messenger, wishing them whatever holiday and reminding them that I'm an agent, and keep on doing it, like then it could grow to like where you could do your bi-weekly market report for Broward County or West Palm. Because the idea is that my thinking is, and I might be wrong, but my thinking is that if there's a dinner party and DJ's there and Todd's there, and you guys are all friends of mine, but not involved in this real estate world, and Kathleen says, hey, I'm going to buy a house, you should be saying, yeah, call Simon. That's what I'm trying to do with my Facebook group. So yeah, we're doing videos and all that stuff, but let's touch them individually. Like, hey, how's it going? How's the kids? I think we talked about this in the very beginning of the year, but then we forget in our busy lives not to do it. So that's just my 2 cents for today.
Well, thanks for that, bud. All right.
Yeah, we should be going to all the parties. Yes, you're right. We should be going to the birthday parties and all that. We should in our sphere. We should.
Throw
Sorry,
a party. Lizette, throw a party.
Oh, I can throw a party anywhere.
Throw a party,
anywhere.
make some crazy dish, have a barbecue or whatever. Throw a party, invite people to come over. And guess what? You're going to reconnect with these people, because sometimes they forget what we do.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right. I'm going to think about that too.
All right,
guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys on Thursday.
I appreciate you. Good to see you, bud. And we'll see you next week. This week on Thursday. Guys, have an awesome day. And I hope you got a tremendous amount of value today.